Hello, today we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories. I'm Sam.
And I'm Callum. Welcome.
The first conspiracy theory we're going to be talking about is 9/11, and we're also going to be going on to the moon landing and Mandela effect. And also...
we are living in a simulation.
Yeah.
Or also the Matrix, as some people know it.
Yeah, so first off we're going to be talking about 9/11. So, Cal, do you want to start off with 9/11?
Yeah, well, as you know, it's 9th of the 11th, 2000. And it was the famous Twin Towers that apparently got struck by terrorists in a plane. But some believe that it was an inside job done by the government.
Yeah, well, as we all know, the government told us that it was terrorists in a plane that hijacked the plane, and they went for it. And but as people looked more into it, they don't actually think it's terrorists. They think it was planned because, some people say it was bombs, and some people say it was everyone has different conspiracy theories. There's been a lot of different proof as well. For instance, we got this album covers. We got the Coupe album cover, which literally's got a picture of Twin Towers literally blown up.
The man is holding a detonator or something. I don't know what people are holding.
Yeah, I don't know, but it literally looks like the Twin Towers blowing up. So, and that was like a couple of years before.
That's crazy.
It's TV shows. There's Johnny Bravo. It was a show.
That's actually the very first one I saw.
Yeah. This was in 2000. Literally, I think it was a couple of months before it.
Yeah.
Which it even says coming soon as well, which is quite scary because. Yeah.
I believe that is the Twin Towers, isn't it?
Yeah, but it actually only does show one, but still, it's just the fact that it's coming soon. And one thing people also talk about is they think it's predictive programming, which is basically where the government show us things every now and then and trying to get it to recognize in our brain. So when it happens, it's not quite unusual; it's just quite normal, which most people believe. There's a few different things of evidence. Do you want to pick one out, Callan?
Yep. One that struck me the most was the arthritis one, with the legs as buildings, I believe.
Yeah, like bones. Inside literally bones in the 9/11 towers.
And it's literally written on the plane arthritis, with the plane going into the bones. So it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it says everyone thinks that they're safe and strong until arthritis collapses them. We're literally a plane flying into the Twin Towers. It's literally so bad.
When was this published? This photo.
I'm not quite sure. I think it might have been a couple of years before. Well, I don't know about years, but it was definitely.
Old anyways.
It was definitely I don't know, a while before. But I think that's the most scariest one because it's literally just saying that the buildings are gonna collapse. Which I just find really creepy. Like someone actually just made that.
Such a coincidence, though.
Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence, to be honest. We've got a movie poster, The Squeeze, which is it's quite a weird one, to be honest, because obviously it's a professional made movie, and they obviously just did it for the movie poster, but it looks like it's just the Twin Towers getting destroyed.
Yeah, there's Twin Towers with a hand around the towers, like squeezing it.
Yeah, it's just like
and a man
weird.
in the middle. It's I'm not sure what that movie's about either.
No, I haven't seen that one. We've also got a newspaper as well report. The mountain comes to Manhattan, which is literally a look. You can see a clear plane and two towers that looks exactly like the Twin Tower. You can't really see the writing on the news report, but I think that's quite scary as well. There's a lot of evidence showing that people think it was planned and the government knew about it.
I can't see this other one very well, the New York real estate.
That was a magazine. It was an advertisement for the real estate, and it's just, I think there is like the towers being blown up at the bottom, I think it is.
I can just about see the towers.
Yeah, it's a bit blurry, that one is. The advertisement in the newspaper, it was out in 1968, so it was quite a while before.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, if the government knew well before, why would they be doing it? I just don't make sense to me at all.
I just don't get why they'd want to blow that tower up in the first place.
Yeah, it's different if they had a reason for it, but there's no reason. That's why they said it was terrorists. But As well as all this evidence, you have all the news clips as well, which people believe are CGI, because there's a few clips with the plane actually like disappearing off the screen, which people say they CGI the plane.
Yeah, most people saying they don't see the plane going actually in the building.
Yeah,
which is
there's also
suspicious.
Yeah, there's also clips as well where it comes out the other side, but the buildings were actually made to withstand a plane going into them.
Yeah,
which is quite mad.
Do you think there's like technology good enough to make a CGI plane and everyone think that's real?
Nowadays, yes, but I think back in the days, no.
Yeah, it was like 2000. That's just.
And if you look at
unless they know something that we don't.
Yeah,
because
Because if you look at the cartoons were not the best. They were quite like pointy, like the edges and stuff like that. It's not really like quite good quality either. So they couldn't get something as real as a plane in news things and stuff like that. Also, what was it? With the CGI as well. Not the CGI, but the plane itself. They actually did tests after, and they actually found out if you fly a plane any type of plane as fast as that plane was going into a brick wall, it would literally just disappear into and it wouldn't even make a dent into the wall, which it don't really make sense, to be honest, because if you think about it, that means that there would have been bombs in the building.
Yeah, because that's what I don't get. Like the building actually just collapsed in on itself.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if it's the weight of the plane too.
Yeah, well, if you think about that, it couldn't be really the weight of the plane, because imagine how much weight the building is itself. That's I don't know. There was actually firefighters that said there's bombs on the bottom floor, get out. That was actually a quote from crazy. Someone like filming the news.
Yeah. Well, do you think terrorists planted the bombs, or you actually think is the government?
I think the government would have done it, because if it was terrorists, because I don't know, you're going to be spotted because there's going to be a lot of security and stuff, and obviously with the government they can just do whatever they want with the security. They obviously pay the security guards and whatnot, so they could just pay their way out or work their way out. So personally I think it was the government.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't actually the only building that got hit, because it was the Pentagon, and one tried to hit the White House too, which successfully got took down. They
did some, I think it was tests on the one for the Pentagon as well, because it actually, like, the plane went into it, and I don't know, they did tests and it just proved that it couldn't have happened. It was a lot of people think it's fake as well. So the next conspiracy is the moon landing. So America was wanted to be the first country to get to the moon, and before all the other countries like Russia and stuff, because there was a bit of a race between Russia and America to get the moon.
Yeah, it was.
They called it the space race.
Well, Russia was actually the first in space.
Yeah.
But then America wanted to be the first on the moon.
Yeah.
And they, do anything to get there.
Yeah. So. But a lot of people believe, because there's been a lot of theories about the moon landing being fake. And this is because there's a lot of different things that, such as the flag. When they planted the flag on the moon, it was waving, but I'm not a scientist or anything, but the flag wouldn't move because there's no wind in space.
Yeah, but there is also no gravity, mind.
Yeah.
So it would just hold itself up.
Yeah, it wouldn't be waving about like it is in the pictures in the film. And also in the reflection of one of the pictures of the people in the spacesuit, because they have reflective helmets. You can see a light. Well, it looks like a studio light hanging from the ceiling or something.
I would say it's something like a boom pole with a mic on it.
Or a mic or a light. That's a lot of people are saying, which is obviously a bit weird because it looks like it's in a studio. And the other one is the rock with a C on it. Well, a lot of people believe this is like a prop.
Oh yeah.
So like, say if it's used in a previous film or something, and obviously it was placed the wrong way up, so it had the C on it just to label what rock it was.
Yeah.
From a movie.
It's very suspicious, actually.
Yeah. And also what people have been saying as well is because the footage of all the filming there, apparently NASA have lost it all.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's some around on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could find some.
That's like recorded off other people, but the original footage, which would have all like that cut out, because back in that day it was all like they actually cut up the tape and stuff. It was all
film.
Yeah. So they say they've lost that footage, but well, they say.
I mean,
they
if
don't
you
know
go
where
into
it's gone.
space, you'd think they'd be more prepared to get all this equipment done. And
Yeah. So I think it's fake because, well, it doesn't look real to me.
yeah, well, I mean,
Obviously, there's been people who've been to the moon now, but
yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm kind of open-minded to this stuff, so when I hear some sort of news, I think, oh yeah, I could be fake, but then I hear other things about it being real, and I'm like, okay, maybe it is real, but
yeah, that's similar to the flat Earth because I've heard like different sides of the story, which makes me think, yeah, the Earth is flat, but then it can't because of this. I'm on the fence with that.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just personally think it might be fake because a lot of evidence they've got, and they say they've lost the tape, and I don't know. I think they destroyed it on purpose. So they can't get proven.
Yeah, well, I don't think we'd ever find out if it's fake or not, though, because they would never say that.
No, they wouldn't want to lose to another country about this.
Definitely not.
Do you want to talk about the next one?
Yep, the next one is the Mandela effect. So, as you know, Nelson Mandela, who actually died in 2013, but people believed he died in prison. I can't remember the year. It's quite 19. No, I'm not even gonna guess because I'll
quite
get
a while
wrong.
ago.
Yeah. So, Mandela effect, named after Nelson Mandela, because people thought that he died in prison, but he didn't. And this is where, how can I explain it?
It's like, well, some people will describe it as like, say if someone actually did go back in time and they changed something, it would like make us all confused in real life, and it makes
there's like two things that are like, I don't know, like real, like because some people believe that Nelson Mandela died in prison, but then some believe he didn't, and he died in we know he died in 2013.
Yeah. Well, there's another example, like Star Wars movie. Like a lot of people, a lot of people believe
this
that
is a famous one.
The sentence, "Luke, I am your father," but it's not. It's "No, I am your father." But I don't see how people could have got mixed up between the two.
I mean, everywhere it's "Luke, I am your father."
Yeah, I swear there's like T-shirts for sale saying "Luke, I am your father."
You can just Google it and you'll see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories about this. To be honest, I don't believe in myself. I still think it is Luke, I am your father. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but
maybe you just misheard him.
Yeah,
and he's actually saying, because But
it's so weird. Like out of a movie, we got misheard, and we've just messed it all up like this. I think there's a lot of other ones as well, like the Pikachu. The Pikachu, people believe that he had a black part on his tail, which that's what I remember as Pikachu as.
I can't even remember.
Pikachu, I always remembered he has the black bits on his ears, the black bit on his tail, but actually it's not. It's just his tail's all yellow, which
so it is it?
Yeah, which it blew my mind. Honestly, blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. Looney Tunes as well. Do you remember that?
Yeah, this one I was looking at for a while because I was trying to think which one is actually real now. Because there's Tunes with T-O-O-N-S and Tunes with T-U-N-E-S.
Yeah, which I can remember Looney Tunes like
T-O-O-N-S.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah,
but a lot of people say it's not. People say it's T-U-N-E-S, which confuses me.
I can't remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of other ones. There's like Febreze, which is F-E-B-R-E-Z-E. Or not, is with double E. I thought it was double E.
I always thought it was double E.
Yeah, apparently it's not. It's one E.
That's crazy.
Which I don't get.
Well, I don't really use Febreze much, so
no,
I don't
know. Also, Sex and the City. Well, I actually don't know this one because I haven't. I've heard of it. Everyone talks about it all the time. It's quite a popular movie.
No, I know the movie is called Sex and the City.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But then there's another one, Sex in the City. So.
No, apparently the correct one is in the city, but when you say if you have a conversation or like everyone brings up a conversation, Sex in the City was a good film.
Yeah,
it's like everyone says and the city, everyone says in the city, not and the city.
And another one, actually, it's not on here, but the Bernstein Bears.
Oh yeah. No, I never actually used to watch it, but
no. Well, I actually watched it as a kid. I know there's Bernsteins or Bernsteins, like. There's an E or an A.
Yeah.
I remember it's Bernsteins with an A.
Yeah.
But
like, I've seen a lot of different ones with this, and I've never watched it, but like I've heard the name, so I don't know. It's
a mystery.
I think it's quite a weird one, because if you think about it, some people say it's like someone went back in time, which is quite mad to think about. If someone went back in time and messed things up, and these things happened, and it just like messed with our brains, it's quite weird to think about. But I don't quite believe someone's gone back in time either.
So you think time traveling exists?
I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't think I do.
Why would they mess with this? Like tombs and tunes?
Yeah, I don't think it is that. I think it's like they just did something. They changed something themselves, like to their past life.
Yeah, then that can,
which people believe is the Mandela effect. Like, it's quite a hard thing to explain, really.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta like look at the pictures that we are looking at, and you'll think, okay, which one actually is it?
Yeah, it's also similar to the Matrix, like where we're living in a simulation.
Yeah,
because if you think about it, if we're in a simulation, these could be like, these Mandela effects could be like glitches.
Yeah,
which is
that's a good point.
Which that sounds quite real to me. I think out of the Mandela effect and like we're living in a simulation, I think we're living in a simulation, to be honest.
So you think we're living in a simulation?
Not 100%, but I have that, like, I thought about before saying like we're in a simulation.
It is kind of creepy to think that we ain't real.
Do you think? I think we're real people, but
yeah, definitely. But how would we know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
No,
let's just. We could be a computer, and obviously we're just like thinking, and if you think about like what they call them, AIs now, they call them, I think,
artificial intelligence.
Yeah, which is like is like technology that builds itself.
Yeah,
it's quite creepy to think about.
Kind of like us.
Yeah, like they made robots, but they actually have feelings, which is quite creepy, because if you think about that, we have feelings, and then yeah, it's just mad to think about. So we're living in a simulation. That's quite a big one. There's a lot of people that talked about this one.
Yeah, famous people too, very famous people, such as Elon Musk.
Yeah, the CEO.
He was actually talking about this.
Yeah, the CEO of Tesla, which is, he's one of the most famous people in the world and one of the most richest people in the world.
Oh yeah.
And he's got to be clever, because he made Tesla basically electric powering cars and things like that. You've got to be clever to think of stuff like that. The Matrix, first of all, anyway.
Have you seen The Matrix? Film?
It's actually a really good movie.
It's a really good film.
You get lost in it. Yeah, you do get lost in that film.
See all three of them? No, you haven't. Oh, you gotta watch all three of them.
No, yeah,
it's really good.
Definitely will. It's one of those movies that you get lost in and you just want to keep watching.
Yeah, it's such a crazy movie, but like it kind of opens your idea to, what if we are actually living in a Matrix like that?
Yeah. But there's not a way of proving that we are in a simulation.
No, I mean, there are people that are working on it to try and break out of the simulation, but
yeah, I
don't know if that's true or not.
I don't think we can break out of it. I think there has to be a glitch, which a lot of people believe in. Say like, I don't know, the world just stops and it's like a glitch. It's not like you're playing a video game and it just freezes. It's just like you don't know what happens. If we're in a simulation, that is bound to happen at one time. That's about to happen at one point.
That's crazy.
If you think about it, like, VR is, it's mad. I haven't actually used a proper VR, but
I've actually used a PS4 for VR.
Yeah,
and it's crazy.
That's just like from a PS4. It's just a games console your kids have. Think about like all these massive computers people have, and then they have these VRs that you feel things.
Think of how quick from like the first Tetris to now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's only like about 50 years. Think of like the next 100. Think of the technology we're gonna have.
What about in 1,000 years? Literally gonna be like, VR is literally going to be the real life. Like, right, think about it in this way, like a kids film, Wreck-It Ralph. That's a computer game. But then the new one they're bringing out in the trailer, they go into the internet. That's probably what VR is going to end up being. You go into the internet and you go up to someone and you ask them, and that person is Google or something like that.
Yeah, have you seen the film Ready Player One?
Yeah,
where they put on the VR and it's like real life. I think that's what it's going to be like. Yeah, in the future, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't wait for that though. No. That looks so cool.
I'd love to live in that world.
But then it's going to have to distinguish real life from VR.
Yeah, that's the
fake life.
That's the thing. People are going to have two separate lives.
Yeah.
That's kind of what today's becoming like anyway because of social media.
Oh yeah, definitely.
People have two different lives. If you meet them in person, they might be a different person. Like catfishing, on these dating apps. A lot of people pretend to be a man when they're actually a woman, or they pretend to be a woman when they're actually a man.
Definitely took over now. I mean, everyone has one.
Anyway, back to the proper topic.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, he's done several interviews about this question. He actually believes there's 1 in a billion chance that we are real. So he thinks we're actually in a simulation. There's
a possibility. Of 1 in a
he
billion.
thinks we're in a simulation, and there's barely any chance that we're real. We're actually real, which is quite scary to think about.
Especially from like the world's smartest man.
Yeah, well, one of the world's smartest men.
Yeah, one
is mad. And he talked about in a few years it's going to be VR and simulation. It's going to be indistinguishable from reality. So this is not going to be like, you don't know if you're in reality or you don't know if you're in a game, which is quite scary to think about.
That is really scary, actually.
Nick Boston as well, he's a big scientist.
Never heard of him.
No, I haven't heard of him as well, but apparently he's a really, really big scientist, and he said we're almost certainly living in a computer simulation. If a scientist is saying that, that's quite weird.
Whoa.
That's weird. Some people are also on about as well, if you die in real life and people say your soul goes to heaven,
but what is heaven?
Yeah, well, people just say your soul itself, and when you die and then you're in like a simulation, that soul, what if that's the person controlling you right now?
What if you die and you wake up in the real world?
Yeah, but you don't know if that's the real world or is that a simulation.
Oh yeah, because in the Matrix, this guy is in a pod. I forgot his name. He breaks out the pod, and there's like billions of pods there.
Yeah,
and that is the people that are in the Matrix. So what if it's like that?
Yeah, it's really creepy to think about. I think there is a possibility that we're in a simulation.
Yeah,
just because like
anything's possible.
We could be a past life, and it could be the future people controlling us. And the future people just want to see what the past would be like. Think
of how we like existed, like the very first humans.
There's not even one story about that. There's multiple stories about how we got here. And
the Big Bang Theory. Do you believe in that?
I think it was the Big Bang. I don't think it was just like Adam and Eve and God now, because I'm a bit of an atheist. Like,
I'm agnostic. I am, because I like to believe there's something, but then science proves it wrong.
Yeah, well, I don't think science proved that, like there's no God or anything. You can't really prove that wrong. But it's not like I don't think it's real. I don't believe in your religion. I think that I don't believe in it personally. But I have nothing against people that do.
I don't think I do either.
But I like to be proven wrong, like with ghosts and stuff like that. I've never actually seen a ghost. That's why I don't believe in them.
I don't believe in ghosts.
But if I seen one, I've got no reason not to believe in it.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got to see something to believe it.
Oh yeah.
But that is basically calling myself a hypocrite as well, because if I believe we're in a simulation. I haven't seen us in a simulation, but
there's no way you can tell.
No, but the way VR is going, that's my
possibility.
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't know.
Do you believe in aliens?
Not aliens as in like as movies bring them across.
Yeah. Do you think there's something out there than us? Like we can't be alone, can we?
No.
I mean,
we're not alone. We can't be alone.
No.
Just think about it, like, unless you can think about it in this way: if we're a simulation, we're obviously alone because there's nothing else out there. The sky is fake. The space is fake. It's all just pixels, and obviously we don't know, do we? But if you think we're in the real world, we're living on Earth, there's got to be something else out there. All these planets, all these stars, just in the night, look up, you're like, there's got to be something else out there.
I know, you just look at a star and you think, surely that's got to be inhabited with something.
Like, it's confusing.
Yeah.
If you just think about it and you think about how things are made and how things just are in the sky, like with stars and stuff, there's got to be something out there.
I mean, there's loads of films with like these grey tall aliens.
I don't think it's going to be some like a big-headed green monster or something like that. I think it's just going to not humans like us either.
No, I think. What about Area 51? Because I think they have aliens.
I don't think they have aliens. I think they have proof.
Yeah, because there's like loads of research of them like crash landing, and Area 51 takes it in, because we don't know what's in Area 51. No one does, except like people who work there.
But how do you get a job in there? Well, that just don't make sense to me.
From the military.
Yeah, true. What about like meteors and things? Do you think aliens are like, they're not like firing meteors at us? I mean, meteors just happen, but I think they got to be something to do with aliens as well.
It could be. I mean, it could be anything. Rock, a spaceship. We don't know.
Yeah, because there's been people say they've seen spaceships. There's a lot of fake things out there. There might be a lot of real things out there. We've got no way to prove it, because obviously we can't get our hands on it. Yeah. But it's just a lot to think about. A lot of things for your brain to process.
I think there is something out there that we don't know about, but I think people on Earth do. But I don't know. I don't know why. You think if the government knew, would they tell us?
No.
No.
They know a lot of things that they don't tell us. Like, if we go into detail about like all the celebrities that died and things like that, like people that, I don't know, are close to finding out something about whatever it is, alien, space, wherever. Yeah. Some people just died randomly, but a lot of people think that's the government killing them or getting someone to kill them because...
Like the Illuminati.
Yeah. So that's like, I believe in the Illuminati. I think it's real.
Yeah, well, it was back in the early days.
Yeah, like it was like a group.
Yeah.
It was like a cult, like similar to the KKK, but Illuminati. Obviously, they didn't believe in like killing blacks and that, but...
So you think it's still around?
Yeah. I think there is something, because think about how big the internet is, and like the black market, and what you can buy on there is scary. And
a big belief is Tupac, when he got shot, he released an album after his death called The Illuminati.
Yeah.
So that's a big...
it's quite weird, like...
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's also a lot of things about celebrities being controlled by the Illuminati, like clones of people.
Too,
like clones, or...
Oh yeah, I've heard this one.
Or they've been hypnotized where... Yeah, it's just weird, because like there was one of... I think it was Cardi B. Yeah. And she was talking on an interview, and literally she just stopped and just stared into nowhere. Have you seen that one?
I haven't actually, but I'm not really surprised with her.
She just like stopped and stared, and for about, I don't know, 5 seconds, and then she just
like a hypnotized.
It was just like a hypnotized, and it was slightly coming out of her, and then she went back into it. But in the video, if you look in the background, you can see this guy looking. When he looks at her, that happens, and then when he looks away, it stops.
Kind of like the movie Get Out, where they control.
I haven't.
People. You haven't seen that?
No.
Oh, it's a good story.
Yeah, it's similar to what people believe about. What are those those dolls? I forgot what they're called now. Not rag dolls.
On strings?
No, not a puppet.
Voodoo
dolls. Voodoo dolls, where they're like what they might call them, a witch could make a doll of someone, which if they put a pin in their neck, they'd feel a pain in their neck or something like that. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe in voodoo dolls, but I definitely believe in like hypnotism. Well,
I don't think I believe in hypnotism.
No, well, if someone did it to me, but then like you see all these people getting hypnotized, and you're like, oh my god, that's mad. But then if you think about it, you're like, they could be getting paid to do that, or stuff like that. I'd love to be hypnotized.
I don't see how you can hypnotize someone. No. Like, do you have to train for that? Can anyone do it?
I don't know. Well, I don't know, but I'd actually love to be hypnotized.
Yeah, I'd like to try it,
because I could believe in it then. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
But they say if you don't believe in hypnotism, you can't get hypnotized.
Oh.
Yeah, which it's quite weird, because if you believe it and then you're like thinking about it, and it's gonna make you like a non-reliable source, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
Because you're thinking about it, you're just putting yourself in that state of mind, and if you're not in that state of mind and then someone hypnotized you, like, it's more real. because I just don't get how someone could hypnotize someone, put them to sleep, and then say, oh, when you wake up, every time you hear the word, and you're gonna bark like a dog and stuff like that. I just don't get how someone could make someone else's mind think that just by speaking to them or swinging a watch or whatever it is in front of their eyes. I don't get how that works.
I don't think I believe in that either.
But it's quite creepy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because of like those celebrity things that
make them do anything then.
Yeah, weird celebrity things that happen. I don't know. It's mad to think about.
It is crazy.
I think that's all for today.
How long is it? How long we do? 30 minutes. Not bad.
Alright, okay. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys.
This has been Conspiracy Theories.
Yes. Goodbye.
It's what all the ancients said. It's what they warned us.